I love this man, and I don't care who knows it. And I would say it even if he wasn't on hold listening to me right now on the Mercedes-Benz van phone line about to join us. From Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is returned for Season 11. God bless that show. And the Goldbergs, Season 9.
Wow.
Boy, does this man, big bowl of staying power with Jeff Garlin. How are you, Jeffrey? What's up, Jeff?
I'm staying. I'm staying.
You're never leaving.
I've got the power to stay, and I'm staying.
Bless you. How are you?
And by the way,
Yes. Yeah.
I am so happy and lucky to have two shows run for 900 years.
That's great.
I don't know how I pulled it up. By the way, equal with my luck for that is my unluckiness of being a fan of a Matt Nagy coach team. Ryan Pace has put together the most beautiful squad that has ever seen an NFL turf. If only NFL Films could do a classic John Facenda episode about how bad the Bears suck.
And that was when the Bears sucked worse, as Justin Fields was brought to the turf for a 9th time by the Cleveland Browns. Like that? That sort of thing? Well,
Yep.
Okay. You know what?
But that Tampa Bay game was worse than the Cleveland game, if you ask me.
Okay, I will ask you.
Worse.
Why was it worse than the Cleveland game, Jeff? Why?
It was worse because we put Tom Brady all day long into a situation of him going, oh, all right, I'm going to do this. You know, there was no challenges for Tom Brady that day. And we got to put our defense at worst when we're on offense in a position.
Right.
Like when we played Cleveland, the defense played great. But this was beyond. And by the way, when you have trouble giving credit to your offensive coordinator for being the calling the plays, and you can't even do that when they did. All right, you know what? As my friend Brad Moore, no, he didn't say it. Someone told him. So I don't know who to give credit to, but somebody deserves credit. Here's the premise. Everything you need to know about Matt Nagy is in this. He's a bald man wearing a visor.
I have had.
You need more than that.
Hold on a second.
You need more than that.
Yeah, now, here's the deal, Jeff. I have brought this subject up to Matt Nagy on this program. As a fellow member of the Bald Brotherhood, I told him to wear the ball cap. That as a fellow member of the Bald Brotherhood, that the visor, not only does it leave him open to sunburn and things of that nature, just for health and safety reasons.
Sunburn and skin cancer. I don't wish it on him.
Of course
I'm not that kind of
fan. No, but I just said it. I said it
amongst other things.
Of course, it accentuates the baldness, is what I'm saying.
By the way, as a bald man, you should respect, because you'd go, look at you throwing it out there. Because, you know, Larry David famously said, in terms of dating, the hat has to come off sometime.
It's not just the visor, it's also the headset going across. So you've got a circumference, and then you've got sort of a bisecting situation, and it's just, you know, I know.
It's a big bowl of wrong. But by the way, as bad as that is, not as bad as this play calling. Good night, everybody. Hi, I'm Ryan Pace. I'd like to trade you, Kelly Mack, do you have a pennant? Do you have a pennant or maybe a box of fudge? I will trade him for you, because I have no clue when I'm
Careful. Whoa. Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show, going all Marshawn Lynch like it's the Manning cast. Hey.
Well, by the way, I'm really, look, I've not been on your show at all. For different personal reasons.
No, but we always miss you, Jeffrey. Come on now.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, but I'm in a tizzy about. And by the way, let's jump now to another ship.
Okay.
The Blackhawks. How do they recover from this? When your coaches are having sex with your players, you got a problem.
You know what?
When you go in to watch video and you end up watching video that doesn't really help you as a hockey player.
I know, it's awful. Jeff, it's terrible, man. I agree with you. That is terrible.
And I'm like, I've always liked the Rangers, which is where you live.
Yep.
And not live, but live. Get your favorite team.
Right, where I'm from.
And I'm thinking, maybe I'll just jump. Larry loves the Rangers. Maybe I'll just jump ship with him. My friend Mitchell Whitfield loves the Rangers. I've been to many a Ranger game. I've yelled Potvin sucks. why not jump on the Ranger
Maybe
train
you should.
and get off the embarrassment train?
Jeff Garlin here on the Rich Eisen Show. You just mentioned how Larry David loves the New York Rangers, which opens me up to placing in front of you something that Larry David said on this show when he was here last Wednesday. Okay, 2 Wednesdays ago. Okay. Now, he said that what he records Rangers games and also sometimes plays golf when the Jets play. And that Jeff Schaefer, who you know, because he's the director of Curb Your Enthusiasm, as well as the collaborator.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, and also
everything.
Producer.
Correct.
He's one of the other executive producers.
Correct. Correct.
The three of us.
Right.
Yes.
So you're all you know Jeffrey Schaefer very well, Jeff Garlin.
I love Jeff Schaefer.
Well, who's not to love? Well, Larry was very upset with Jeff the other day, as he mentioned here, because Jeff Schaefer just blurted out on text about the Jets score. And Larry said that is a no-no, that you should, though he uses his words, always assume tape. And I said, for a live sporting event, that's asking a lot of somebody, that you're assuming somebody's...
Let's take a jump back.
Yeah.
You want my opinion on this?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, your opinion.
If he's mad at the Jets because they put out a score, he's overstepped his bounds. You don't put out a score on Twitter. You don't do that.
Okay.
Because there are people who wait. Sometimes I'm doing something, I have to wait, especially with the Bears now. The Bears are not must-see for me now, even though I have the package and I watch for the most part. By the way, I agree with Larry.
You do?
I'm mad at Jeff.
I got to tell you, come on now. I mean, this is live sports.
Hold on. You don't tweet out a score. I'm sorry, you don't.
No, he texted him. He says, hey, how about those Jets or something like that? You know, is what he said. And Larry got upset with Jeff.
I don't care. You don't say anything. You don't. He should know better. Now, you're Rich Eisen.
Yes, sir.
If somebody follows you and they think, I'm not going to ever get in the NFL news, then they're ignorant. And if you send it out and they're mad at you, then they're ignorant. You're going to get out. You're Rich Eisen. He's Jeff Schaefer. He's in the world of comedy. Leave the Jets out of it. But by the way, I called Larry David the other day because I was curious after the most recent Jets loss. I said, let me ask you a question. Do you like the coach, or is he just faced with the worst situation? I love the coach. Worst situation.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm with you. I'm with that too, to be honest with you.
But by the way, we have the potential to have a really good offense and defense. When I say we, I own the Bears.
Yes.
So I want to announce that I'm firing Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace today and replacing them with a mentally challenged 10-year-old.
Well, Jeff, listen, I don't think you own the Bears. I thought Aaron Rodgers owned the Bears. Jeff.
By the way, all right, let's jump to that for a second.
Please.
All right?
Yeah.
Howdy do. All right, so the woman gives him the double bird, and he yells, I own you, to everyone. And my opinion is, he does, he has, he will. Oh, if you're a Chicago Bear fan and you have trouble with what he said, you're an idiot. Because he owns us. He owns us. He's single-handedly keeping the fight between the Packers and the Bears alive because you got to root, whereas I hate the Vikings, I respect the Packers. Respect them so much. They kind of screwed things up this past year with Aaron Rodgers. But mark my words, Aaron Rodgers will finish his career a Bear. No, I just threw that in to see if you were listening.
I'm paying strict attention, Jeff. I'm paying strict attention.
He owns us. He certainly can afford to pay himself.
Oh, my gosh. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. Are you calling from the set of one of your many shows? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, I am actually calling from my desk in my office on a iPhone 12. I had an iPhone 13, but I got the small one. Hands too big.
I got it.
Back to the iPhone 12.
All right. So the Goldbergs Wednesday at 8 Eastern on ABC, Season 9.
Yes.
You're the gruff, somewhat asocial patriarch of the Goldbergs. That's the notes that I've been taking.
That I am.
Okay, very good.
I'm not remotely gruff on Curb. My character on Curb's not gruff.
I love it. I mean, dude.
Yeah, I get to really swing out my range. Hey, listen to me.
Yes.
There's two things I want.
Yes.
One is you already said yes, but we haven't been able to arrange, and that is me being your only guest for the whole show.
That's anytime. You know that.
And also, I'm here to relieve you. You're using other people. What are you doing? Because, see, I know what it is. You're afraid people will love me so much.
What, to sit in?
Say Rich. Yeah, they're going to say Rich who when you're gone.
No,
Rich
I do not fear.
who.
I do not fear being Wally pipped by you, Jeff Garlin. I do not fear that.
By the way, do you remember, this is not even, this is long ago, but it was normal to have guest shows on every talk show.
I know that, and I'm totally up for that. I just know that when this gets played back later on, unless she's listening right now, my wife, who loves you, like, unconditionally, she would say, "Why is he muscling? Too, so why is he muscling in on my gig?" Is what she's probably.
By the way,
yes.
What I would say to that is, it's hers. So she has to approve. Rich is all I'm saying. If she's not.
Well, that's like everything else in my life. I know. That's the way it goes.
No, you have to. Well, by the way, that's what when you have a strong woman next to you got to get approval.
Absolutely. Are you still hanging out with Ballmer? You still chilling out with him?
By the way, I went opening night. Had a nice conversation with my friend.
Your
my
BFFs.
Strong acquaintance. It's bordering on friendship.
Okay.
I have his number. I text him. No, it is.
What do you text
we
Ballmer?
Are strong acquaintances.
Yeah.
He came over to my table at the season ticket thing, and we talked for a while.
Okay.
His son sometimes opens for me. His son's a comedian.
No kidding.
Kidding. A good kid.
Does Ballmer text in all caps? He seems like an all caps texter. Ballmer.
By the way,
Emoji?
he does not.
Okay.
But you know what? I want to say this. I'm gonna give a blanket statement.
Okay.
Owners are. My favorite player on the Clippers is Steve Ballmer.
Come on.
He is the best owner. First off, richest owner in all of sports.
Uh-huh.
You know, he has only one partner. Only one other person has a smaller guy that he's one of his best friends.
Yes.
We went to college with. One person. Boom, that's it. He only wants the team to be great. He respects and loves the fans.
Right.
He is the best owner in all of sports. Even though I love the Bulls, I got to give my props to my L.A. team, the Clippers. Love my Clippers, but my favorite player is Steve Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer. All right, Jeff Garlin, I love you, bud. Let's do this.
I love you, too.
Let's do this again. Next time in person, okay? I want to see you.
All right.
Let's do it.
Hey, keep kicking. And let me tell you something else.
Yes, sir.
You make my life a joy.
I feel
you know
the
what you're
same
the
way.
Equivalent for me?
What is it?
You are the complete opposite of watching Alex Rodriguez on Sunday Night Baseball. The pain that causes me and the joy that you cause me are the opposite of the spectrum.
But at the same intensity, right? It's the same intensity.
Same intensity. Okay. And by the way, baseball right now, how are they getting young black fans? What you need to do is put a great black broadcaster on all of them and tell Major League Baseball, keep it under 2.5 hours. What the hell are they doing?
Jeff Garlin.
The longest, most boring baseball ever. I can keep going forever. That's why I want the whole segment.
At Jeff Garlin on Instagram. You take care, brother. Take care of yourself. That's Jeff Garlin, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and also the Goldbergs right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.